Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds. Lawrence?
Hello everybody, it is I, DJ Sexy Lips, here with episode 24 of new Retrocore Classic Game Music. Yes, new, not the vintage. And I'm sorry for the so close. Last vintage was a Final Fantasy VII special that came out in 2009. And we all know I did a Final Fantasy VII special on the new show because Rebirth came to PC this past January. So yeah, I want to apologize for the Final Fantasy VII music, so close to each other. Couldn't help it, that's just the way it was. So yeah, today's show just full of bangers. I got some extra cool tunes in here, if you will. You'll see when we get to them, but let's kick things off with a Game Boy game. I haven't really done that, I don't think. I am your host, DJ Sexy Lips, bringing you the hits of yesterday, gaming style. Athletic from Super Mario Land 2, the 6 golden coins on the Game Boy. Fantastic little game if you haven't played that. I highly recommend it, and it has great tunes, like most Mario games, even on the Game Boy, so that's pretty cool. Then we had Hang 8, Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back on the PlayStation 1. Those Crash games, I have a love-hate relationship with those. They're not bad games, but back in the day, I bought and sold those so many times. Like, I rebought them back for like $5. But after a while, I'd sell them. And I didn't sell much games back then. But Crash Bandicoot, I don't know what it was about them games. Then we had the great Prince Ali Stage 1 from the Agrabah Market. Aladdin on the Genesis. The much superior version of Aladdin on the 16-bit platforms. And lastly, Scene 1, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, The Manhattan Project on the Nintendo. Great game. Got kind of looked over because Super Nintendo and stuff had already been out at that point. So, coming up next, Banjo Kazooie. Treasure Trove Grove, Banjo Kazooie, Nintendo 64. Everyone loves that game. I wasn't the biggest fan, but I didn't play it back then, so that's probably why. I liked Mario 64 just fine, and Conquer 64. I played those back then. Never played that one back then, so that's probably why I don't like it as much. But I know it's beloved, so there's some Banjo Kazooie love. Then we had Underground, New Super Mario Bros. 2 on the 3DS. That's the one where you had to just get coins for some reason, but it was still a good platformer. Then we had an odd one. On the Open Seas, Super Adventure Island 2 on the Super Nintendo. I don't know what the heck they were trying to do with that one. I never played it before. That was my first time playing it. And it seemed like they were trying to be RPG-ish with Adventure Island. And that's just a game where you run around eating snacks and jumping over things, so kind of weird. Then we had First Case, Home Sweet Home, Ghostbusters on the Genesis. That's a very good, probably the only good Ghostbusters game until the PS3 one came about. So yeah, that was another good bangers, if you will. I got, coming up next year, I got probably 2 of the best video game musics known to man. Wow. Some of the best video game music known to man. I am your host, DJ Sexy Lips, bringing you the hits of yesterday gaming style. So yeah, there was some damn fine music for you. Stage theme, The Terminator on the Nintendo, and Chill Out, Action 52, also on the Nintendo. Yeah, I can't go on like that. That was a thing. Retrocore's Don, who listeners may know recently passed. In the chat, live chats when the show would premiere, he thought it would be hilarious if I did an April Fool's Day episode. Nothing of bad tunes. While I do think that's hilarious, I don't think I could do that a whole episode to you guys. So, and it's a little early for April Fool's Day. So there you go, Don. Little early April Fool's Day. Gotcha. Some of the, God, those were horrible. So yeah, next up, we're getting into requests. Jeremy had a couple from last show, so I'm starting one off, the Final Fantasy IX battle theme, but it's an OC remix by Cyril the Wolf and Fishy. You can links there, download it. And yeah, I decided to turn this into a block of Final Fantasy, because why not? I used to do that all the time back in the day. So let's get into it, shall we? Final Fantasy music is so great. We had Exploda Battle 1 from Final Fantasy 9. That is an OCremix album, Worlds Apart. That song was by Cyril the Wolf and Fishy. Go download that, link in the description, and be cool. Then we had Undefeated Heart from Final Fantasy Tactics Advance on the Game Boy Advance. Those were both requested by Jeremy, Superfan Jeremy. Thank you so much for the new thumbnails. You guys will get to see those on the upcoming shows. Then we had Ahead on Our Way, Final Fantasy V from the Final Fantasy V Arranged album by Dracula 9 Anti-Chapel. I have a link to their Bandcamp where you can go listen to that yourself. And lastly, The Grasslands, The Journey Begins, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I know, I just apologize at the beginning for all the Final Fantasy VII shows and songs. But in my defense, that's Rebirth. I haven't played nothing from Rebirth. It came out in the PC recently, and I didn't play anything from that. So, even though it's a song we all know, it's just a remake of it. This will be the last Final Fantasy VII song in a long time, I promise. And yes, my Final Fantasy IX footage, I was using that mod, Europe. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, that's why it looks so good. And it's time for Mandatory Sonic, and we're going to get into the Sonic Unleashed recompiled on PC. Yeah, big step in emulation if you don't know. It basically decompiled the code and recompiled it into PC code so it runs natively on PC up to whatever your PC can handle frame rate. It looks great, it plays great, it feels great. It's pretty awesome. Big step, like I said. So, Mandatory Sonic with, yeah. I am your host, DJ Sexy Lips, bringing you the hits of yesterday gaming style. Windmill Island Night and Windmill Island Day Act 2, both from Sonic Unleashed on the 360, but this was the recompiled version you saw the footage from on the PC. It looks great, plays great. It's amazing, and I hope this opens the door for more games like that. Then we had Wing Fortress Zone Sonic 2 on the Genesis, and Labyrinth Zone Sonic the Hedgehog on the Genesis. That's the end of Mandatory Sonic, and we are coming up on the... And I was cruising around on OCremix, and this wasn't planned. I play Final Fantasy music a lot, and 14 a lot. You don't see OCremix 14 music much, so I had to. So we have Dragonsong from Final Fantasy 14 Heavensward, and then War Eternal OCremix by Tremendouz. There's a link in the description. Go download that. The footage of that. It's a Heavensward dungeon, but that's not where the song plays. But the footage, I captured it the other morning when me and Not That Don, my friend in real life I know, lives in the state below me. We played online together. He's Kane Dark in the video. You'll see. I am, of course, the shirtless Reaper, Boostin' Meowington. I like to be slutty in the game for some reason. I guess because I can't pull it off in real life. I don't know. Then the other OCremix thingy. Then and now we have Butter Building, Kirby's Adventure, followed by Parasol to the Stars, OCremix by Lucas and Whispy Woodwinds, Andrew Gossett, Gamer of the Winds, and Stephen Higby. A lot of people worked on that OCremix there, so go download that, link in the description. I will be back at the end for my pick. I have been your host, DJ Sexy Lips, bringing you the hits yesterday gaming style.
Children of the land, do you hear echoes of truths that once rang clear? Two souls intertwined, one true love they did find, bringing land and heavens near. But flames that burned full bright soon fell dark. Memories dimmed by shadowed hearts. In the waxing gloom did wane the lover's moon, watching as their worlds drift apart. One soul's cry, a passion welling sacrifice, a bind of plea to her kin. Yet this bond of hope by treachery was broke, scattering her words to the wind. Swelling over long seas of blood are a song, and death an afterthought to those who fight for none above. must you turn to empty bliss? Tell me why break trust? Why turn the past to dust? Seeking solace in the abyss. Tell me why create a circle none can break? Why must you let go the life you were bestowed? This I
Well, folks, that would be the end of the show. Like I said, thank you for coming. Enjoy those OC remixes. Go download them. You can add them to your gaming music library for free. The whole website's free. You can download the whole freaking database if you want. So go do that. And this is the end of the show. It's where I just pick a song that's personal to me or whatever. You know, something that relates to me in my past. And the game don't have to be good, because they usually don't when you were a kid. And the music, to a lot of people, may not be good, but we have Green Dog on the Genesis here, the Mystique song. It's basically the beach song when you're on the beach and the stupid dog eats your food until it gets the stupid dog bone and calms its tits. But yeah, stupid dog. But yeah, Green Dog, I know it's not a good game. GameSack, one of the most good retro gaming YouTubers, spit it out there, Chris. You know, he put a kind of a bad taste in people's mouth with it, but it's not a real bad game. I remember I had $20 left over from a birthday as a kid, going to Toys R Us back when they had the slips, you know. They didn't put the game out for people to steal. Now it's behind glass, but back then he took the slip to the counter. If they had the game, you know, you got the game. Green Dog was $20. You can't beat that back then, and it was my own money. And it felt like a big major I bought a video game, you know. That's one of the first I recall buying, even though it's probably not myself. But it's just a good memory of mine, so. I've been your host, DJ Sexy Lips. This has been episode 24. And thank you everybody for listening.
subscribing, sharing, whatever you do with this show. Thank you so much. It means so much to me. Goodbye.
game's dragging on. There's strikes on the batter, some runners are on. Then suddenly everyone's looking at me. My mind has been wondering, what could it be? They point to the sky and I look up above, and a baseball falls into my glove. I play right field. It's important you know.